Hello, hello, hello. Let's keep going.
Can't you give her another day to take it easy? She's heartbroken.
Mina needs to keep working. She has the same spirit I had at her
Right,
age,
we got kicked out of
including
school
my
last
weakness.
episode, huh?
I'm standing right here, you two.
Sorry, Mimi. Tried. Why don't you go on restocking duty? I can peel the potatoes.
I'd rather peel the potatoes. I think some exercise would be good for you. Get some fresh air.
Stop bossing me around, jeez.
All right, fine. Be quick about it. The restaurant is opening in just a moment. And I don't want you to use any wind magic or daggers. It's ruining the backyard.
Go wild. The only thing ruining the backyard is all the monsters piling up since we haven't had your combat skills to help us.
Saskia!
What? It's true. Let loose me. Huh. Oh.
We're like in prison, basically.
Order up. 2 bao run noodle, 1 mapo tofu.
That's all you, Mina. I got her on the table. Delicious.
Need a blue.
Choice.
Oops, I F that up. Oh no.
Thank you.
Thank you. Ooh, perfect.
Ah, Simon's on his way with another delivery.
Sorry, Mrs. Hahn. Our farm got attacked by a bow run, and the barn almost toppled over. Pops took care of it, though.
I'm glad you're both all right.
Thanks. I thought I was gonna be a kebab. Hey, Mina. Got anything new for me to try today?
Oh, hey. No, just the usual.
Mina, why don't you help Simon move the satchels into the cellar?
Let's go.
Now that we're done hauling all that grain, how about a word, huh? A sound? I don't even think I've heard you sneeze since you've been back.
He's friend zoned.
What's there to talk about?
What is there to talk about? Like, a million different things. Like, how come no one has bothered to mention that the guy Saskia started dating needs to chew with his mouth closed?
Don't be mean. Saskia's happy. Alex is a nice guy. You could eat a little bit neater.
there you go. Look at you using words and talking. You are...
Barely. I'm grounded for life. I'm going to be in that kitchen cooking the same things until I die. I can forget about seeing beyond this village ever again. Forget about the brigade.
Well, now never mind.
What is it?
I'd always run away again. Next year.
Oh, please. Like my mom would ever let me slip by.
Staying here isn't so bad, is it? You can still test your experiments on me. I don't mind.
Oh, hey.
I'm the Iron Stomach, remember? Not you.
I know you're upset, but there's still so much here for you. The restaurant, your family, the old man shouting at the windmills every morning.
You don't get it at all. Just because you're satisfied with being stuck here doesn't mean that I am.
Story of life.
I gotta get back to the house.
It's too real.
Simon was just trying to help. I shouldn't have blown up on him. It's a good village. It's a good restaurant. I've got my family and Simon. Maybe I don't deserve to be here. I'm so sorry, everyone.
We should be thriving from the flow of travelers to and from the capital, but we're getting some unpleasant feedback lately.
I told you, didn't I? The produce from the market has been tasting strange for a while now. You need to confront the brigadiers head on. We're paying good coin for their catches.
Ma, it's even more serious than that. People are getting sick.
From our food?
It's hard to pinpoint, but we may be contributing to the problem, along with some other restaurants.
Who's gotten sick?
Who?
Actually, I just saw Alex. He's running a fever, and I heard Simon isn't feeling well either.
All the restaurants get their goods from the same brigadiers. There has to be something going on that we don't know about.
People aren't washing their hands after they poop.
What's going on? Are we not opening today?
No, I'm afraid not. Mina, I think we need you to do some hunting for us, though.
The produce we purchased just
Wouldn't it be
isn't
funny if in
holding
real
up
life
once it's
the
cooked.
chefs had to
We'll
go
need
out
more from
and
the
kill
backyard
the
to make up
animals
for it.
every time they wanted to cook something?
Sure thing. I'll get right to it. Interesting.
Cats always have money. Oh, you. That egg. Yeah. Give me another egg. Hell yeah. I feel guilty playing this game, I'm not gonna lie. Poor animals. Especially those guys. I'll spare you this time. Give me your son.
That was strange. The monsters are so... I don't really know what word to use. Agitated?
Well, we are going to kill them.
On our walk to the market, Charles spun a tale about how he fended off a raging bow run from destroying his farm. At first, I thought he was boastful, but now I'm not so sure.
Simon's dad does love to exaggerate.
True, but Simon mentioned the attack yesterday. I don't think this is one of Charles's tall tales.
So what's this have to do with the market's goods?
I can't say for sure, but these monsters concern me. Their behavior's tumultuous at the best of times, and now they're more ferocious than ever. I wouldn't be surprised to learn they've been evolving.
Yeah, the timing is definitely suspicious. Plus, we haven't noticed anything weird with the grain Simon's brought over.
So only the monster meat has changed.
That's what we're thinking.
Mina, you've got the sharpest senses out of all of us. Take a closer look at these ingredients for us, will you?
Okay. I hate to admit it, but I've been neglecting my responsibilities these past few days.
You don't need to tell us that. No offense, sleepyhead.
It's okay, Mina. Get the stove going and let's do some tests.
What this?
Uh-oh. Yeah, I see some weird strands running through this marbling. The monster parts are breaking down more and more with every stir.
It doesn't taste too different at first, but when overmixed, it begins to sour.
Okay.
Oh no.
What about these purple spots?
That took
You
too
see
long.
them?
They're popping as we cook. Gross. We didn't actually serve this to customers, did we?
No way we did. This must be from spoiling within the past day.
Ugh. There's definitely a foulness to the taste now. I've never in my life seen this before.
Well, you certainly seem calm. Didn't you inspect the produce before buying?
Aw, pointing fingers isn't going to help anything. Ma, Pa, I think we should look at what Mina brought in from the garden earlier.
They're just as bad even though they're from our backyard.
Then it might not be the Brigadier's fault.
That just leaves a problem with the monsters themselves. How could this happen?
I'm not sure, but we'll have to be extra careful from now on.
It'll take more time to prep ingredients, but it's time I'm willing to take to ensure our food is safe.
Are we going to be able to open up again?
Let's keep testing our recipes tomorrow, and then we'll see.
Good work, Mina. I'm going to talk to the rest of the village leaders about our discovery.
Yeah, good work, Mimi. If there's nothing else to do here, I need to get back to Alex and make sure he's...
Okay. Mina, you and I should keep going for a little while longer. I have a few more ideas.
All right, Ma. Let's keep cooking. A letter from Thrash. I wonder if he's made it in yet. Artie is sick. Kieran's making an antidote. And there's some place called the Dark Realm? And I'm at home worrying about spoiled meat and sick customers. It's kind of weird that everyone's getting sick at the same time. I should look at as many cuts of monster as I can tomorrow. Maybe there's some way I can help. Dear Thrash. I'm going to gather some ingredients, Ma.
Thank you, dear. Told you she just needed to keep working. I know my daughters.
Sure, Ma. Sure.
Huh? Curious.
Hey, Alex.
Doors are open. Let's get to it.
What's up?
Guess I'll have
How
to
are
test
you?
these after the lunch rush.
You got so many emotes now.
Oh, this is perfect.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Surprisingly good.
You're gonna become a full-time slime rancher? Nice. That's kind of that's something you can actually do these days, I guess.
This looks so good.
Oh, I forgot to tell you two.
Finish up that Karana pancake dish for me, would you?
Dad said the other restaurants are doing better with their ingredients since we did our demonstration for them.
2 century egg appetizers, Mina.
But the pickings are slim. We need to avoid the purple splotch.
Oh
meat
no!
smell. People are still getting sick from it. So, looks like we'll be limited on our ingredients till we figure things out.
Thank you.
Delicious.
I wonder if anyone watches. Why don't you stream it?
Oh, this is so good.
I'm proud of you, Mina.
Super focus
Maybe
game?
We'll still have to cut down on
You have to be
quite a few
super
recipes
focused?
until this is sorted out, but
Oh yeah,
I couldn't have reopened without you.
been stressed. I think I could come off on stream too. Yeah, people might not care though.
Thanks, Ma. I'm going to keep doing more experiments tonight.
In fact, it might
Maybe
be
I'll find out even
a
more.
reason people watch. Oh yeah,
I'll stick around
the
and
timing on those.
Alex is still feeling
It
kinda
makes me
sick and doesn't
focus.
want to eat very much. He's sticking to vegetables for now. Maybe you two can teach me something to serve him.
Have you made him my signature dumpling soup yet?
Ma, that dish is only for when we're serious. You know that. I don't know if it's because he's sick, but I'm not sure if he wants to start going steady.
Well, hurry it up.
Oh,
Your father
go
and I aren't
steady.
getting any younger.
Obi. Obi.
Ma!
Yeah, sometimes I don't feel like it either.
Oh, this one's from Kieran.
Mina, I've only slept 4.5 hours in the last 5 days.
I just
so
hate
forgive
wearing
me
these
for being
headphones,
terse.
honestly. I really need to get a mic.
After my work on Thrash's antidote, Belchior asked me to work with him on a new brigade assignment. They've tasked us with identifying and containing a possible monster mutation. The sample... I don't wish to engage in
My
speculation.
face is like
before I
breaking out
test
too for some
subjects,
reason.
But I think there's more going on here than they suspect.
So the monsters are acting weird everywhere. A mutation, though? Isn't that just a
Eventually,
blight?
probably.
If that's true, Kieran and Thrash
Can't really
will need
afford
all
it
the
right
help
now.
They can get. I've got
can't
to tell her everything I know.
Justify spending $100 on something that I don't
Kieran,
need that
I hope
badly
this letter doesn't come too
right
late.
now.
But I've been seeing issues with the monsters here too.
I'd rather get an Elgato, I think, first. Thank you, Alex. I will also sub to you.
What's going on?
You get it. Yeah, affiliate. Yeah.
You're looking much better, Simon.
I just need the followers, I think, and then I can do it. I gotta push my Instagram more.
Right now. What's the deal with the letter?
It's from the brigade.
I know I can get the 3 average viewers if I just stream only when you and Austin are willing to watch. So then I just need the followers.
Based on the findings of our top researchers, we regret to inform the populace that Pictusia is facing a potentially catastrophic monster mutation event. Due to the severity of the outbreak, we're putting all able-bodied battle chefs on full alert. We've isolated the problematic traits and determined that all monsters are not yet affected, but our investigation is ongoing.
Wonder
primary
how much
focus must
if it's
switch
worth
to
putting into
continuing
YouTube work or not,
To
or if
that
I
end,
should just leave everything like pretty much
tournament
unedited
put on
and
hold
put it up
until
there.
The situation is under control. This
Probably
must
worth
be
making
the
some
outbreak here,
clickbait
Mitch.
thumbnails though.
Maybe it really is a blight?
Jeez, this sounds serious.
Shh. Listen.
Yeah, I mean I throw everything on there. It's just like I don't know how much I want to like edit those videos and
Contestants have all been offered the opportunity
stuff
to
like that.
temporarily work with
everything
the
I put everything on there that's
situation.
not doesn't have copyright music on it at least.
We'd like to request the aid of Mina Han. Back at the capital.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing.
Oh my goodness.
I should probably set the schedule on YouTube to upload. If I can stream once a day, then I can get a video a day on YouTube. I think they really like it if you do a daily thing. It wouldn't be that hard to stream like at least like 1 hour a
We're
day.
going to revoke the proving tournament expulsion once the festivities resume.
I mean, you don't really need to make your YouTube video longer than an hour.
With your help,
I feel like half hour, like 15 minutes is probably like the ideal length right now. I don't want to cut everything up either.
the choice is fully yours, and we hope to hear from you soon.
When you upload to YouTube from Twitch, it
Stay
gives you an
safe
option
and
to
break the dish.
automatically cut it into 15-minute segments.
I have to go back.
But I've just been uploading them full, like 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour videos.
Absolutely not. You lost that privilege the moment you ran off with our money.
This is no longer about fun and games. The capital sounds way too dangerous right now, not to mention the roads.
That's exactly why I should be there. I have a chance to do something good for once in my life. Oh, Mimi. Before I was careless. I was bored. I was only thinking about myself. I didn't earn my place in the tournament. I stole it from the people who taught me the skills I was so desperate to prove. I don't serve anything.
Mina, you need to calm down.
You two made this place with your bare hands. You gave Saskia and I opportunities we couldn't get anywhere else. Opportunities.
Should I also upload to Pornhub, you think?
But now there's a way I can help you. A way I can make it up to you. By fixing the monster problem at its source. If I can find out.
Do you have a separate account on your laptop?
I can bring that knowledge back
Or do you just
and
use
make sure
Glyphol?
no
Oh, you
one gets
use your other account, huh? Your old
I
one.
need to keep serving customers like before.
Talkin'. Token. Oh, same one. Wonder if it...
Well,
Does it... I guess it does say I have 3, so I guess it is working.
I promise I'll write home this time. I'm going to be okay. I'll be in the hands of the veteran.
Does that mean if I put it on my
battleships.
TV too, it'll be another one?
I'm sorry, but you're still
I should
grounded.
probably do that.
Stealing our flower money? That's a serious crime.
I could run it on like 3 TVs in my house.
But
My baby girl, how are you ever going to survive out there if you don't understand sarcasm?
What? Huh?
I read that you're not going to be able to save your videos or have any VODs if you're not affiliate soon.
I can't keep you here any more than I can.
So that
keep
would
the
be a
wind
bummer.
from blowing through the trees.
Kiki, what's happening right now?
Your mother is letting you go. We all are.
only the brigade can stop what's happening. The best way to help the restaurant is to join them.
Yeah, Streamlab probably has an option, right? To just save it also. Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Or do you have to
Ma.
get fraps?
Kiki, thank you.
Woohoo! I mean, carry on, Han family. Don't mind me.
I'm going to help stop this.
Hopefully I'll get
monster.
affiliate before that
And I'm
happens,
coming
but
right back to the restaurant.
yeah, Streamlabs will do it.
No, you're not. This is our family's iron pan, passed down for generations. My mother gave it to me when I left home to create this restaurant with your father. It's time for you to have it.
Combo pan! Activate magic that really okay.
Oh,
You are who you are, Mina, and that person needs to help others. I didn't want to let you go before, but I won't make the same mistake twice. I couldn't be prouder
Our
of
dad
the woman
is
you've
thick.
become.
Look how thick daddy is.
and I couldn't be happier to be part of this family. I'm so sorry for the way I acted before.
Everyone's
I wonder if there's a way to make it so the light doesn't reflect in my glasses so bad.
It's time to stop feeling sorry for yourself.
I hate
Keep
that.
your chin up, okay?
But don't think we're not going to tease you for all the moping.
I just had a lot on my mind.
Oh, I don't know. Definitely were mopey Mina.
Hey yo.
Little mopey poo.
I was not. Fine, maybe a little. Drink your water, Simon. You're still dehydrated.
Chapter 3 complete. I don't know if I should finish it today or not.
This place is bustling.
You can't really imagine the capital from what travelers say. You have to be here and experience it.
I'll definitely be experiencing all the cuisine. Too bad about the meat, though.
Maybe your dad will finally stop telling you to put on weight.
Oh, that'll be the day.
Gotta get thick like him.
I'm still surprised we convinced him to let me come with you.
I'd say your client expansion argument was pretty clever, especially since you made it up on the spot.
It's silly, but your speech to your family made me feel like it was time to try something new.
Look at you getting all mushy.
Yeah, well, you can pay me back with a restaurant tour.
Deal. But first, we should check out the inn. And then...
Oh, you brought a friend. How nice. I have your rooms all ready. Let me take your bags up.
Okay, there's something I haven't told you.
You chew on your pillow at night. Everyone knows that, Mina.
What? No, that's not even true. Did Kiki tell you that?
The only weird thing in Slime Rancher is that you get desperate letters from your ex. Can you get with her again?
Anyway, you can't tell
Or can
anyone
you, like,
this.
message her back?
Thrash, Kieran, and I have been looking into the monster epidemic. Now that I'm back, we're going to try to find the cause.
That's such a random thing for Slime Rancher to have.
Do you want to help?
It's a he, PC is a she. Oh, okay. You don't get to choose your main character?
Nah.
Cassie sends me letters about the great times we had.
You're not even gonna think
Casey,
about
not Cassie. That's such a
Mina,
weird
You have always had these grand
thing to add
ambitions.
to a
Me,
game.
though, I just want to grow the family business and go back to a peaceful life of talking to wheat stalks.
I guess I knew that. But I wish we could tag team this.
I know. Just make sure you're back before dinner. I want to try that crescent.
I think it's trying to emphasize what you left behind to become a slime rancher. Oh, so it's like you still like the person, but you left them because you need to be a slime rancher, and that's your passion in life. It's like Little Dicky. Leaving Molly to be a rapper. There's no indication that we still like him. Okay. We just don't. Yeah, we just ignore their letters. For all we know, he's why we left.
Mina,
Got
it's
it.
wonderful to see you.
Kieran! Thrash! I missed you guys so much.
We missed you too. Now, down to business. We don't have time to go into detail, but Thrash and I have been through a lot since you've been gone.
Too much for my taste.
Too much for my taste.
The bandits, the antidote, the dark realm. It sounds terrifying.
Trust me, it's as bad as it sounds.
As bad as it sounds.
The positive side is that we've garnered new insights on this mutation. Causation is still unclear, but the monsters and Ardia's sickness seem to be correlated. I think we could be on the verge of a full-scale blight.
I want to get an Elgato so I can stream my Switch games so bad.
That was all you, Blue Jay. We got your letters, and Kieran ran some tests. Sure enough, the blood she took from Ardia had similar properties to the mutated monsters.
Precisely. Which could mean that a modified version of her antidote might cure the monsters themselves.
Kieran, you're a genius.
That remains to be seen. The cure is pure
Yeah, it's a capture
speculative
card
at this
for like every console pretty much. You can stream Switch, you can stream like the classic SNES, you can stream PS4, Xbox One. Works on like everything.
So, what's
It's
our
like
next move?
$200 though, I think.
I think we should report to our stations and see what the brigade needs from us.
That way I could stream Smash without doing webcam style.
We don't have anything concrete to show them yet, but we can get more samples for Kieran to test.
Agreed. It's our wisest.
Yeah,
course
it's
of
not. It's
action.
definitely worth
What
it.
do you think,
But
Mina?
I'm with you all the way.
All
I have
right,
enough
we should
stuff
get
to play
going
on
then.
PC right now.
Let's
But
meet up again when we
it'd be
have
nice
our
to
info.
stream Smash or like any of the other games I have on Switch. I think all my Twitch donations got my credit card in a fraud database. Really annoying. That's weird. That won't let you donate?
Oh,
I can't donate without using Amazon. I was using Amazon also, actually, just because it was easier. Hmm. Maybe someone got your card or something. Why would it be in the database?
Huh?
My credit card company doesn't see the charges at all, so it's one third-party fraud detection system. No idea, I've checked my charges though. Wonder if it's something with your bank that you use. Weird.
Here.
How long is this tournament delay gonna be? I was only planning on staying in the capital for a month.
Hiya.
The veteran battle chefs marched through the town the other day. They were so cool. I didn't even realize they were here because of the monster problem. I have a card through my bank, so they'd see it, I think. Yeah, that's weird. I wonder why. I think people speedrun this game. I should watch a speedrun for this game. Super boogie card. Oh, bougie card. It's like boogie card.
Chefs,
Bougie card.
welcome. Thank you for coming on such short notice. Your loyalty to the
You have like
brigade
one of the
and to
metal
the
ones. I always
has
was.
been noted.
I would always judge customers who had the metal cards slightly. I literally saw someone swipe the metal card once and break the machine because they swiped it too hard.
Despite the public's concern, I have every confidence this outbreak can be managed, and will be able to resume the proving tournament soon.
Yeah, especially like with the older card swipers that are kind of just like hanging on to the side of a monitor.
Not once in a
You know, it's just
hundred
like,
years
yeah,
has
so
the tournament
bougie,
been
exactly.
canceled.
Like, oh, you know this guy's,
I won't
you know
be
this guy's got money.
again to let that happen.
It's very minor judging, but
Here to explain your mission and provide more information on the outbreak is Instructor Razzle. Instructor, if you would.
Good afternoon, chefs. We've learned that a rapidly spreading virus is mutating monsters across Victusia.
just jealousy.
There's been a stark increase in aggression,
It's just
population,
jealousy.
and dangerous ingredients. However,
At Starbucks
thanks
though,
to
if they didn't
volunteers
tip,
such
it
as
always kind of
yourselves,
looked bad.
these monsters have not been able to cause severe damage in our cities and
Yeah,
towns.
it's totally worth it.
But the same
Usually you
can't
have,
be
like,
said
a
for
high
the
limit, too,
ingredients that
right?
Make their way into people's homes.
I'd imagine
From
the
what we know,
limits are
the
crazy,
ingredients
probably.
are safe as long as we take the proper precautions in preparing them. But that hypothesis requires more
Yeah.
testing. We're fully staffed here in the Coliseum, so our unproven squads will be using the practice kitchen area.
I don't even think I can get a credit card anymore for now.
That's
My
all
credit's
for now.
too bad.
Kraus will lead you to
think
your
I'm at,
stations
like-
where you'll receive further
I think last time I
instruction.
checked it was like 650. I have good renter's credit though. 650 doesn't even sound that bad, but they still won't give me cards. But I haven't really tried that hard either.
Oh, looks like even Shiv got a call back.
You have to be kidding me.
Oh, hey, Shiv.
Save it. Don't think you're important enough to hold a grudge about. I'm here to get back in and take everyone down. Every last one.
You mean in terms of the
Yeah,
tournament,
I
right?
know there are.
These
A lot of it
new
involves
poisons
usually
molding
getting a credit card
ingredients
though,
are perfection.
and then making payments on it.
You're not serious, Art.
It sucks because all my cars have not been in my name. If my cars were in my name, it would have been a lot better.
All right, see.
I paid
smart
for them all, but they've never been in my
listen up.
name.
The sorry lot of you make up every
My cars
person
would have
that
probably
was
fixed
kicked
my
out
credit
of
a
the
long time
tournament
ago
for
if I
one
did that.
reason or another. The committee's decided to let you back in, but you'll have to earn it.
I'm ready! This time nothing's going to stop me! Don't worry, committee, I won't let you down! I just couldn't contain myself.
Could do it now.
We'll run this mission just like
Yeah,
a
we've been
tournament match.
trying to switch
I'll
the
pair
name
you
over, but it's kind of
one-on-one for
annoying.
cook-offs. Every dish must contain at least one ingredient
My
from
dad
a
has to do
mutated
it.
monster. That's our theme for the day. You'll each have to make 3 dishes. 1 for me, 1 for Belchior, and 1 for Kraus.
Actually, there was a change to the briefing.
Mystic. Mystic.
I'm still getting over a little bug.
Alright, make that 2 dishes.
I'd love to see an emphasis on fire energy for these tests. It would really help my research.
And make that a water dish for me. Preferably one that'll fix this headache. Go.
Go. Fire and water. Yeah. Start with the fire dish, I guess. I need more fire. Finish that meal. Need one more, I think. Yeah, that should be good. Alright, now this one. Still got 3 minutes. I still got so much time. Some more stuff. We need some more blue. I don't want the dragon meat. Give me another egg, boy. Hell yeah. Oh, savage. Ate that shit. Let's go. Alright. That was some good meals.
Let's see what we have here.
Yes, I'm curious to dissect these dishes. Such skill!
Excellent. This is precise amount of fire I require for my experiments. Blech. Perhaps I was not clear at all. The portion should be edible. This dish is ruined by the poison in it. Oh yeah.
Yes.
This is the precise amount of fire I require for my experiments. Egad! I'd have trouble keeping this one away from the cats. Surprised they haven't come running yet. Is that a compliment? The water. I think it cured my my headache's back. Poison? I get the hint.
Yes.
Excuse me.
Good.
I made shaved ice, really? The water. I think it cured my no, the headache's back. Poison. Oh, I did have poison in there. If you were hoping for my death, you may have tried. Many have tried, none have succeeded.
Looks like the winner is Mina Flan.
I hate to contradict, but I believe it's hard.
Her name is smudged on the roster. Han, then.
Correct.
That's some fine work, C-Squad. I did some chemical readings on your dishes, and I didn't see anything to be alarmed by. We might see some effects on the body in years to come, but... Hey! As a country, we've been eating monster for a century now. It's the way of the brigade.
All right, head back to town. For the half of you that lost, don't fret. We'll be back at it tomorrow.
You may have won this cute little game of theirs, but I'm saving my best for when the real cooking starts.
Of course.
I wouldn't expect any less.
So it's
Combate!
They did make a C squad, and it's filled with the bottom of the barrel.
Who's this snot wipe?
I have no idea.
I'll never forget when you cut me in line during registration.
Oh, that. I think I remember now.
I told you I'd be watching.
Are you still there, Alex?
I knew karma would bite you back, and then you got kicked out fighting that sore loser over there. The brigade may show you mercy, but I'm not going to be so lax.
Where do you think the best position for the camera for this game is?
I've got to get back to B Squad. I have an important mission to carry out, but
Anyways, I gotta go.
Like, I don't know if I should move it for every game I play, or if I just try to keep it consistent. I kind of like it in the bottom right, because I'm always looking, when I look at the chat, it looks like I'm looking at the the gameplay.
What? I guess I've made some enemies, too.
Looks like yeah, it looks like I'm looking at the screen. Like, ooh, that way.
It's too quiet out here at night. I never thought I'd see Brigade Town so empty.
Sorry for the fright. I just like to make an entrance.
Is it? Well, a lot of people have green screens, but isn't it usually in the upper left corner? Or do you not usually? It just seems like it looked better if I tucked it into the corner. But I could, like, move it out a little bit, but that just seems weird to me. I don't know.
You don't look very sorry. I thought you were a monster. What are you doing out here? You're not a part of C Squad.
Just checking on something that couldn't wait till morning. What's your excuse?
Keep yours out a bit, so I could do like this a little bit. Floating a little bit like that. Get a little bit up. Yeah, I guess that works.
I actually volunteered for this shift. I want to do everything I can to find the cause of this monster mutation.
Is that so? Let's have a practice duel soon.
Okay, yeah.
Just like the 6 streams, everyone who has a green screen is in the corner, yeah. Everyone with a box floats it somewhere. Huh. I was thinking about putting it like in the middle bottom. Magic I like at the bottom right because it doesn't really cover anything important. It's just like the button, the next turn button.
Thresh said he had a morning duel today, but I bet Kieran's at Belchior's. I need to get over there and see how I can help.
Like, I saw somebody who had it kind of like this, and I kind of liked it. What does Destiny do? He thinks about this shit a lot, and he has a box. Does he really? He doesn't do green screen? I would like green screen just because it hides my messy room, and it blends better with like you don't intrude as much on the gameplay.
My stomach. Wait up.
I want to get a projector that you can pull down behind me and just make it a green screen. Sure.
Still jumpy, eh?
Yo. Hello?
Yo.
Yo. Yeah, I can hear you now.
Nice.
What up?
I wouldn't be if you'd stop
Nothing. I just
picking
thought
up
it was typing a lot, so.
Fair enough. So about that.
Fair
monster,
enough.
Let me know when you're ready.
The green screen from the ceiling would be awesome, actually.
I just don't know. It probably costs you get one of those like projectors that, like one of the projector boards that people use for those in-home projectors, and then paint it green, I guess.
Forgotten with everything else.
I don't know how you make it green.
Yeah.
You spray paint it or something, maybe.
You can get like felt and like just tape felt over it. I
That's-
don't know if it'll roll
that's
up
true.
right after doing that.
That's
though.
true. My dad would probably
It'd
know.
be super easy to spray paint it too.
Yeah,
actually.
I think my dad would know how to paint it probably.
So what I was gonna say though is there's this thread I saw recently where people are starting out on their stream and they like want to make it more professional, so they'll get a green screen.
Mm-hmm.
But then when they're more successful, they're like, oh well, I don't really care anymore about that.
Yeah.
So, like they set up their room in a way that's like sets up the ambiance for their stream.
Right.
And then they just broadcast that and invest
Yeah.
in getting the best camera.
I think if you have an interesting room, then not doing green screen's probably better.
So I'm gonna post a screenshot.
There's also like, let me see.
You can see like Destiny has obviously put like a lot of thought into his setup, and he uses this like every time he streams now.
So like the middle right, I could try that. It feels like that spot's more hot commodity
That
in
might
games.
be per game or even
Right.
per scene. I don't know.
Really? But you
Yeah.
had Kieran all this time.
I have this other one, so I can be big. Wow. Wow.
The stream delay is so low. It's crazy.
That's what I've had a couple people say that to me actually.
Really?
Yeah. They were like, my chat instantly like showed up. What?
There was like a minute there where I thought I could see you talking on the stream like, you were lip moving, while we were in Discord, and so I'm like, what?
Oh no, they're gonna
Like an
break.
experimental mode for like lowering the latency. I think even further.
I added that thing I sent you. I enabled it. I don't know if it helped or not, but
Oh yeah, maybe that's what it is then.
yeah. Okay, this is how you do this. Dude, this level, the cats like freak me out.
Always meowing.
Yeah, it sounds so real too. Probably.
Another level, there was a guy snapping constantly, and I was like, like, why do you keep snapping? For
Oh no, I fucked it up. Damn it.
like, it's
Oh, I got it.
Actually snapping their fingers.
I got it. That's funny.
There's one other weird thing about Slime Rancher is that like, there's like these secret pods that you find, and you'd think like just finding them would be enough, right?
Mhm.
But then they have like keys that you have to unlock them with. But there's like a billion of them, and you gotta find all the old ones again when you find the new set of keys. So it's like, I don't know. It feels like super unrewarding, right? You're exploring the map and you find one, and you're like, well, fuck, I hope I remember this. Like, in
Yeah,
6 hours when
yeah,
I
that's
get the
annoying.
key.
Is it like? It's like Stardew Valley, like you're making a farm, kind of like of slime.
Yeah, I was trying to think like where it goes between, or like what the gameplay is like compared to all those games, right?
Yeah.
It's more exploratory than Stardew Valley, less optimizing than Stardew Valley. Less optimizing, less like time spent thinking about what you're gonna do. And
More
plan and
casual.
sell. There's just like a lot of running around because it's not exactly combat. It kind of is.
I've seen it on sale a bunch of times, and I've been tempted. I didn't know anyone else.
It's like a playthrough game. It's not like a super like I don't feel like this is like gonna be Factorio or something, you know.
Something you can like sink a crazy amount of hours into. I like these kind of games for streams though, are cool.
What was that?
I like these kind of games for streams, or those kind of games where you get like a whole playthrough done. It feels more rewarding almost.
Yeah, I can see that.
Like I like playing Magic, but it's like it's not ending. It's never gonna end.
Yeah.
I can keep playing Magic forever, which is good. But like,
right.
It feels nice to have like a record of all these games I've beat on video, kind of.
Yeah.
Like even without the views, like it makes it worth it almost.
Kind of rewarding in a way.
Yeah. Ah, I have to get 75. This is such a weird hybrid game, puzzle game.
Yeah, I like it. I like what I'm seeing.
The art is nice, and the
art is really cute.
And
I actually saw really similar art at a game meetup, or game developer meetup in San Francisco. I went to. Someone was making some like it was like an aristocratic simulator, basically, where you go to like ball and shit. And the art style was really similar.
Can I do this? I don't think I can get to... There's a lot of games now that have like Cuphead style art almost. Or like Cuphead quality art, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's one called Jotun that looks like just looks like a cartoon pretty much that you're playing. It's pretty cool.
Uh-huh.
Like a
I forgot all about Cuphead. That was like
I know, I never played it.
Never played it either.
I've been meaning to.
It's like, I don't know, there's something about those games that like I'm not like super into the genres that they are, that I would be down to like play the super fucking hard games, right?
Like the side-scroller shooter games?
Yeah, same with like Super Meat Boy. It's just like, it's just too much for me.
Super Meat Boy is not as bad as it, I don't think though, personally.
No, I agree. I mean like there's obviously like the harder modes,
right,
which are like impossible, but you're right, like the regular stuff is...
You can definitely play Super Meat Boy like through pretty casually, I think.
Yeah, that's fair. I wonder if that's true for Cuphead too.
I didn't find Super Meat Boy like insanely hard, at least, unless you did the crazy challenges.
Yeah, I think I was just trying to do too many other challenges, honestly.
God, this puzzle's annoying.
I can't tell if I'm at the mid game or the end game for Slime Rancher.
There's no multiplayer, right? You said?
No, unfortunately.
I'm gonna feel like an idiot if I can't figure this puzzle out. Alright.
You're not timed on this one?
No, this is like puzzle. This one's a puzzle mode, basically. There's like 3 different modes. There's like the cooking battles, there's the puzzles, like this, and then there's the working at a restaurant where it's timed. And you have to, yeah. No, that wasn't right. Okay, let's see. And cats, man. Meow, meow.
I like how popular the streamer Hassan is getting. He's like a socialist streamer. I'm just like happy.
I see you watching him a lot, yeah.
Super popular.
Is he a Factorio or a Satisfactory streamer?
No, he's like a politics streamer more than anything.
Politics streamer.
Yeah.
People stream politics?
That's a thing now, man. They'll like
I mean, I guess that makes sense. It's just
like exploring political content together, right? Like
sure. It's like yeah.
Watch this.
I don't think I'd want to subject myself to that.
I don't know. You should check it out sometime. Like, I wonder if like I don't know where it got popular.
I can see watching it, but I would never want to host it.
Oh no, dude! Like when they had because they had like a debate with Destiny.
Oh yeah, you showed me that. I watched a little bit of it.
Dude,
yeah,
it was such a shit show.
I watched a little bit of that.
They basically just like platformed fascists. I learned it was Trainwrecks hosting it, and then Trainwrecks and some other guy that I don't know moderating it. And then they had like Archon of Solid, Archon of, I don't know how to say his stupid name, but he's like a centrist sort of.
Yeah.
And then like they had like a full-on fucking fascist, this 20-year-old fascist kid.
It's fun. If people ask me, I just say I'm central usually, or like independent. That's what I say usually.
Side, man.
I don't really want
that
one.
enlightened centrism here.
I don't have it in. I don't really have it in me to get in the arguments, so about that stuff.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it's not even like about the arguments anymore for me. Like, I don't feel like I'd want to debate any. Like, I like don't want to talk to anyone in real life about it. Really, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, I'll do like a little bit of apologetics, but like, I usually find it's like really unproductive. And like, I'm not like, I get flustered, you know. Like, I'm not like the best at responding to like the basic shit. Like, oh, so you want everyone to be equal? Like, no, that's not what communism. That's not what socialism is. Like,
Right.
Oh, you think that I'm a bad person because I'm a CEO? I'm like, yeah, you are. No, I wouldn't say that.
I honestly, I don't trust anyone who's like in those positions. It's really hard for me too, especially for bigger companies.
Right.
Cause like, I don't know, it feels like the personalities that get
I
there.
had a bad moment with my CEO last week, but like he's actually pretty chill generally. Like, cause we're all like on the you know, we're in like one room, so it's pretty
Right.
It's whatever. He seems pretty down to earth though, honestly.
I am sure there's a mix. I feel like the bigger companies are the ones that really have the crazy people.
In tech, it's crazy too. I mean, like tech CEOs and tech like lead engineers and stuff are, you know, they have very like strong opinions about stuff, and sometimes it can be hard to navigate that.
Still can't figure this stupid puzzle out.
Yeah.
God damn it. I should just look it up, but...
No, don't look it up. Quitter, dude. Jeez.
I know, but I want the stream to go. I don't want to just be stuck here for like an hour.
Yeah, I was doing that on my coding stream. Someone was actually watching too, and it was like, I was just sitting there like... That's what happens when you code, right? I mean, I feel like some people don't ever get stuck, but...
I'm sure people do, yeah.
People. And like, I'll just sit there and like, think it out for a while. But it does feel like shit. Like I want to move on to the next part.
Right. I gotta get 75.
Stream of like my fucking.
Oops! What did I do?
Looking down at a piece of paper for like 20 minutes. I think part of the reason I don't want to stream right now is like I'm just like self-conscious about how fucking bald I am.
Have you lost a bunch of hair?
Yeah, it's just like super receded.
Oh, that's right. You're saying you're gonna take the. That's right. I remember you told me that now.
Yeah.
Wear a hat.
I feel like that's almost worse.
I mean, depends on.
Yeah.
Hats with you, I guess.
Like it would look better if I had short hair, but I hate having short hair. I don't know.
I don't know. Mine's definitely gotten thinner, but and it's different. It acts different now. Like when I dry it and stuff, it doesn't act the same as it used to.
That could even just be like shampoo and stuff, though.
It could be, yeah.
Also, like I feel like stuff like that isn't just age. I feel like that can also just be like if you're not getting the right vitamins and shit, like it can change the quality of your hair.
Right.
I don't think there's much evidence that any of the vitamins or anything affect balding, but they can definitely like make your hair feel different.
Right.
There's so many medications like affect like how your fingernails grow and shit. It's weird.
Yeah, it's weird. That is weird. It's a little thinner, but it's not like I'm not worried about it yet. Do you have gray or no?
No, I have no graying. I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, oh shit, like I guess I'm like still not graying at least. I don't know. I'd probably dye my hair if I was graying. In fact, I would.
I think I think I would look good with gray hair, so I think I would leave it.
Yeah, you'd probably be fine.
I think I'd look okay with it anyway.
Or if you're like...
I did it! Did I do it? Yes, I did it!
Oh shit! Why do the green ones get eliminated? I don't understand.
It's
Oh, they don't.
That's just the so when they have the big crack in them, they die if you move them once. They have a medium crack, they die in 2 moves, and they have the small crack, they die in 3 moves. So you can't move them that much.
So that's the restriction there.
Yeah, yeah.
I see.
You gotta figure out like you gotta move them without by falling things around them works. Like that. It doesn't penalize you for moving them that way.
Okay.
But
Let me read you a letter, Jay.
A letter?
Let me read you a letter, Flovey.
Okay. How do I?
Let me find the best one.
This looks like the same puzzle as the last puzzle. I don't understand.
Your name is Bea. Okay.
My name is what?
Casey.
Oh
Hi,
yeah. Bay. That's Bay. You say that Bay.
Oh, it's just Bay. Okay.
B-A-E, right?
Yeah. No, B-E-A.
B-E-A. Yeah. Before anyone else or something is what it is. Before everyone else is Bay. Yeah. It's like my Bay. It's like what the kids say these days. You know about their girlfriend or boyfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's yeah. It hurts.
I bought a cactus from you, sort of. When I came back home, it was one of the only things left in your shop. Was a lonely little guy, so I decided to adopt it.
What is this from?
When I look at it, I think of you out there on the range doing your thing. He just like sends letter after fucking letter, and you never send anything.
Oh, this is the Slime Rancher guy.
Yeah,
I got it. This is the guy who. Yeah, I was like, what is this?
The game like literally starts with letters from him.
I wonder
like,
if it's gonna go anywhere.
More desperate, remembering like all the times you had, and like,
so sad.
Getting lost in the rain and all this shit.
So sad.
Like, why do I want to read this? I'm trying to live my life on the ranch, man.
Why did you give him your address?
I don't have any personal attachment to Casey. It's not like they start the game with you leaving Casey. You start the game on the ranch, you know? Oh, that's interesting.
How do I... Okay, so... I can't move that top green, so that spot has to stay same the whole time. But I got 2 moves to move that green underneath. Okay, so I think I gotta do that. No, it's gonna break now. God damn it! I can move it once before it breaks. Maybe if I... That didn't work.
You should watch that Tucker Carlson video I posted, the Twitter link.
I'll watch it. Should I watch it on stream?
Yeah, you should.
Okay.
It's only like 5 seconds long.
Alright, I'll watch it on stream. With cats meowing in the background. Now I can mute this shit. Hold on.
This is the peak politics streaming content right here.
Alright. Here. Tucker Carlson, okay? Why isn't it playing? It's like frozen. Peter's not happy. Why? Why, computer? Come on. Load. I want you to load. Wait, nothing's playing though. Is there a video?
Yeah, it's the first one should be a video. That's weird. Yeah, let me double check that.
Looks like an image to me, but it could just be my computer being stupid.
Yeah, it has to load before it turns into a video, I think.
Alright, I'll let it load in the background while I play a little bit.
Can't believe Tucker Carlson is still like a thing.
Alright, let's see here. Maybe this is the first move. Oh! That is definitely the first move. First move, when I came back, I solved the stupid puzzle.
See, there you go, man. You gotta detach yourself from the problem.
Right? There we go. Solve 2 of 3. One more. See how the loaded yet? Nope. Being even worse.
Interesting. I wonder if it's like out of RAM or something. I don't know.
I don't know. Could just be my computer
Yeah,
overloaded with
that,
too many
not that
things.
great. I don't know if it's worth all this trouble.
Yeah, it's in the background. It's not a big deal. There's nothing I can match here. I don't understand what it wants me to do. There's not even... Oh, I have stuff I can put in there. Oh. I see. I need to make room for 4 things? What? Oh, I see. I see.
Ice.
I see, I see. They gave me a new tool. That's what I have to do. We got this. Did I mess up? What did I do wrong? I don't see what I did wrong. Hey, what did I do different?
My slimes, they're all crammed into tiny cages now.
Before I left,
It's just the only efficient way to harvest them.
Understand why my computer won't load that shit. Meow. Meow.
Mounting suspicion
yeah.
about the monster threat, the brigade requested I find a cure.
but now that we've discovered it can be safely prepared, surely that takes some pressure off.
Quite right. I'm certain we'll discover both solutions very soon.
Oh. I saw a play button for a second.
To consume him like
Here we
a
go.
hearty stew.
Ooh.
Every last drop of
I can already tell it's good, even though
the
it,
judge.
he's gonna eat him like a stew.
They're all in.
So good.
They want to consume him like a hearty stew. Every last drop of Buddha judge.
Every last drop of what? Wait, what did he say?
Yum. The judge, a Buddha judge. Drop of Buddha judge.
I honestly don't even know that.
Oh, Buddha judge.
Yeah, Buddha judge. And I know literally nothing about Buddha judge except for that he became more popular recently.
Every last drop of Buddha judge. It's Fox News, right?
Welcome.
Yeah, Tucker Carlson, Fox News guy, I think.
Alright, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back.
Cool. Yeah, use that BRB. There you go. Oh, so good. Yeah.
I wonder how many pure viewers you need to make like $16 an hour. Like not counting donations or subs.
So $60 an hour. So like it's like 100K.
No, I said $16 an hour.
Oh, okay. I was like, damn, man, that's
not 60.
Got some aspirations.
Talking to that very persistent fly.
It scales a little bit, right? Because once you get like to like 1K or so, you start getting like sponsorships and all this other stuff.
Yeah, but I'm saying without any of that. Like
so, just like raw.
Yeah, just like raw views. I wonder, without subs or donations.
Bringing it back to my boy Destiny again.
What does he do? Does he still play StarCraft? What does he do?
He has played it in the last year. I don't know. He's not like a StarCraft streamer.
Right.
He streams. He's a politics streamer too. Honestly, like most of his money probably comes from politics streams.
I see.
But people will literally pay him just to like have like 5-minute or 10-minute debates with him and stuff like that too.
Yeah, because it's good exposure for the people, I'd imagine,
yeah,
right?
I mean, I think people just really want to like, because he's known for his, I guess, like analytic ability and like take people down and stuff, you know.
Is he the same as you politically?
No, I'm left of Destiny for sure.
You're more left than he is.
Yeah, I'm like, if I was like a super pessimist, I would be him probably.
I see.
He's not like a pessimist exactly, but it's just like I would only take those political philosophies if I thought that socialism absolutely just couldn't work for whatever reason.
I see.
Then maybe I would do that. He's basically just like liberal. He's probably like basically what you are.
You know,
right.
You're the girl with the
He doesn't have like too many like yikes opinions anymore, and like the ones he has, I'm kind of sympathetic to.
I feel like conservatives would say I'm liberal, and liberals would say I'm conservative, probably.
Yeah.
Walking kettle?
Like my dad definitely thinks.
I mean, liberals are pretty conservative in the U.S. though, so like you might be surprised.
That's true. That's
like,
true. They're not.
Even if like you like believe in like strong fiscal policy and all this crap, and like I don't know, if you don't believe on like taxing the rich at like 90% and stuff like that, then you're just an average progressive.
I'm down to tax the rich 90%. Fine with me. I don't know why I'd want to protect them, basically.
Yeah.
Given my positioning, I don't know. And if I'm rich, it's like, who cares?
Right. Exactly.
It only really matters to the people who are poor, I feel like.
Right.
Yeah. But I don't know.
Totally agree.
I get wanting to protect your money and stuff, but
I get it. I don't think there's like such a thing as like your money though. I don't think that like makes sense, right?
Right,
Right.
right. But that's
you can't like exist in society and then like be immune from having to like participate in like the broader scheme of things, right? And to me that means like that's why I'm a socialist, right? Is because I think that there's a sense of economic justice that's not being met when people have like no control over their communities, when like 30% of the wealth that a community spends is being siphoned off to some fucking Wall Street place. Or to Google, or to
totally
Amazon
messed
or
up.
whatever.
Yeah.
Like that's not justice.
And where
right?
corporations get more rights than people too.
Yeah. So for me, it's just like about justice, basically.
Right.
Psych.
That's why like people are like, oh, like what if everyone like was just like taken care of and stuff like that? And I'm like, that's not enough for me. Like everyone could be like super happy and like have lots of luxuries. And I'm not against those things. Like I'm in favor of like some hedonistic stuff that we have under capitalism, right? But it's not enough for me. Like if people don't have control over the wealth of their communities and stuff, then ultimately like they're still essentially like slaves, slaves to capital.
Well, yeah, you're like being kind of puppeteered, I guess, in a way.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. They're not actually free, or they're not free in a way that I require.
Well, it's like you're restricted almost. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of
exactly.
a hard. Yeah.
It's like yeah, you can like get a good job.
You're gonna be restricted in any environment, though. Too. I don't know.
What was that?
I feel like you're gonna be restricted in like almost any environment, but just different ways, right? I don't know.
I mean, like, so the idea with socialism, at least, right, is that the ways that you're restricted is that you can't make the kinds of contracts and like you can't make the kinds of agreements, and you're not protected when you have like tons of wealth. You can't have workers working under you and stuff like that, right? So someone would say that you're not free in those ways.
Right.
But I would argue that those aren't like
100% freedom is kind of a joke. I feel
it's
like,
like freedom what? Freedom.
Right.
You have to have like free in what way? Yeah. Agreed.
Oh, I'm almost dead. I've never actually died.
It's a fighting game. I forgot about that aspect of it.
I never actually died. That's what I mean. Like, I never even got close to dying before.
You gotta get them ingredients, huh?
Yeah.
You gotta maple story it up until you get all the ingredients.
Yeah, the gameplay is like, yeah, go get ingredients. Okay, what do I have to do? It says fire and earth. And the secret ingredient, it was something I don't have. I gotta go get.
You saw that though, man. You saw what we were doing. That was the fucking politics stream.
No, yeah, I was thinking about it in my head. I was like, this video's gonna get like traction because of it, and I'm gonna be like, damn it, now I'm stuck doing this.
I've given up on not being doxxed, by the way. I'm just like you can just like find me like instantly.
I'm the same way.
Dude, I don't even like.
If I wanted to be secret, I wouldn't use Flowbeat.
What was that?
I wouldn't use Flowbeat if I wanted to be hidden, because I've used Flowbeat too much places.
Dude, there's just no way for me anymore. Like I was looking at the information that's available about me online, and like, if you have my name, you can like find like everything about me essentially.
Right.
There's like nothing I can do at this point. Yeah, it's pretty bad. I've just given up on it, which is kind of like freeing in a way. I'm just like, well, I guess like, I don't know.
I never worried about it until somewhat recently, when I realized how easily it was to find everything.
The only thing I really care about is like people like. I mean, obviously this isn't a problem, right? This is like, it's kind of stupid to worry about even, because like I'm on Twitch, and there's not really like, other than me being a socialist, there's not much reason that anybody would like target me specifically.
And that's not, yeah. Shouldn't be enough to.
Yeah, I just wouldn't want like my work and stuff fucked up.
Yeah, that would suck. That would suck.
If people are like calling in and saying like bad things about me, like, you know, people would say just horrible things, whatever.
That'd be dumb.
Yeah, it would be like hard to rectify.
I think that would only suck. That'd only like really happen, I feel like, if you had someone from your area like watching your stream, maybe. Even then, like, I don't know. Unlikely.
Yeah. I mean, like, 'cause it's just so easy to dox me that it would be like, I just feel like, I don't know, if that could happen, or if someone wanted to, like, that's just what would happen, right?
Right.
I just have to deal with the fallout of it. Be very annoying.
I feel like it'd be really hard to actually protect yourself completely from it, I think. If you wanted to be online, at least. Like, doing things online.
For sure, yeah. I think, like, I might even just, like, start, like, connecting my accounts and stuff and just using my real name.
Yeah, that's how mine are.
What was that?
That's how mine are.
Yeah.
I changed my YouTube to Flowbeat just to be consistent.
Mm.
My YouTube channel was literally called Justin Logsden. It's because it uses Google.
This reminds me. Do you remember in fucking Ashrun's Call when you created characters that were Maya and Robert's names, full names?
No, I don't. I briefly remember. I kind of remember that a little bit.
I was really upset at the time, but like in retrospect, it's so fucking funny.
I don't even remember, honestly.
You were like running around with a and it wasn't like my first name, you know. It was like my first.
Your whole name, right? I kind of remember this. It was on the PvP server, wasn't it? I think it was on the PvP server, wasn't it?
I think so. Yeah.
I don't know why I did that. I don't even remember why I did that.
The ultimate troll.
That was so long ago.
Yeah, that was a long fucking time
Oh
ago.
god, time's almost up.
I mean, that wasn't actually our first MMO though. Huh?
No, EverQuest. I played Ultima briefly.
Oh yeah, I wish I'd played Ultima, dude.
I played it briefly.
I missed out on that. And then like RuneScape is like still a thing.
RuneScape. We didn't. None of us played RuneScape. I don't think.
I know. I should have played Ultima. I should have played RuneScape. I don't know.
We were a little young for Ultima, honestly.
Yeah, I think so. You know what's funny is I distinctly remember seeing an advertisement for Ultima, like that was like a pamphlet in one of the games I bought.
Mm-hmm.
And so like, I definitely saw Ultima online when I was a kid, but like I had no idea what it was.
Yeah.
Or, like, why I would want to play it.
I remember buying it and being like, "Oh, RPG," and then when I was like, "What?
Yeah.
I have to pay monthly? What is this?" And then I just got PvP'd a ton.
Right.
But it was. EverQuest was the first one I would say that I like knew what I was doing.
Dude, I fucking loved EverQuest.
Yeah, EverQuest was awesome.
I feel like EverQuest like shaped my perception of games.
Me too. Actually.
Just like going to like Kelithan Forest and killing those spiders, and then like finding groups and like killing orcs and like all that stuff. Like
I think that's just because it was our first MMO, probably.
Yeah.
Our first like big one, anyway.
You know when people like do their first like when they do the drug that like they get addicted to, like they do like heroin, and they're like, oh fuck, like I better never do heroin again, or else my life will just fall apart, right?
That's like MMOs for you.
Like that for me.
Yeah. WoW was kind of like that too, right?
Covering up an accident?
Yeah, I didn't have the same like.
I feel like you played WoW more, no?
I'm sure I played WoW more. There was more to do in WoW. Though.
You never got max level on EverQuest, right? No.
No, I was too little. I was
yeah.
Like, I had no idea what I was doing.
I was like level 25, and it took me like a week in-game played time.
I think the highest I ever got was like 25-ish. Yeah.
You definitely got a little higher than I did, I remember.
Yeah, a little bit, but like...
I remember... a game...
Explore,
yeah,
and, like,
yeah.
Like, took away your experience when you do that.
When you die?
Yeah.
That was
so,
good.
Like, I lost like a corpse on like Mermaid Island in the middle of the fucking ocean. I had no idea.
I like taking the boat and jumping off the boat.
Yeah, so funny.
This is the real meaning.
Falling off Kelithan and dying.
The game was good, honestly. Like,
It was.
It's
a lot like WoW took a lot from it. Like looking at WoW compared to it now.
Yeah.
You can tell WoW like really modeled it after EverQuest, but made it like way less punishing.
I'm not proud of the things.
Dude, this is good content, man.
Stop this outbreak.
Well, I'm recording it.
No, there we go. The WoW reminiscence.
I don't need help breaking into the lab.
It's gonna be on YouTube too, probably. This will be the last second play of this game.
I know how determined you are to get to the bottom of this.
Oh, EverQuest. There's still servers, right? I think there are.
Yeah, you can join like EverQuest 99 servers and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think like mechanically the game wouldn't hold up.
Probably not.
Yeah.
I remember I liked how there was like giants in the zones that would kill everybody too, that everyone had to run from.
Good, right?
Yeah. I feel like
games are afraid to have this like now.
Yeah, like putting a max level creature in the middle of a noob zone.
You know, WoW did that a little bit, but like,
a little
it wasn't
bit.
the same extent.
There were Stitches, I remember.
What's his name? Like
Stitches. Yeah, Stitches for the Alliance, I remember, yeah.
Yeah.
It still wasn't like the same.
It was such like a meme though, because like all the high level people would just come kill it.
Yeah.
When it was like a thing, like the high level people would kill it, and then like when it wasn't a thing, when like you'd actually get killed by it.
I remember I gave my EverQuest account to CJ Schramm.
Who's that?
He was a kid that went to our high school and elementary school and stuff.
Oh, CJ.
Yeah, I think you knew him, maybe.
I think I knew him.
And he got my account to max level. He had multiple max levels on my account.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean on WoW, right?
No, EverQuest.
What?
Yeah. So my account exists, I think, still, because he has multiple.
I remember CJ.
Yeah, I was definitely. He was like a friend.
Like
Zach Mall. Zach Mall, I think, knew him.
Yeah. Okay.
He was kind of cooler than us, I would say.
Yeah.
But I was friends with him. No, but he was kind of a cool kid, I would say. But he was like geeky too, so he kind of, I don't know. I hung out with him like somewhat often, but not a lot.
Was
he lived by? Sorry.
Do you remember like Mike is Vicky? Was he Mike is Vicky's friend?
That name sounds familiar, but I don't know.
I bet that guy's like super fucking successful.
You know who he was friends with was Taylor. Robert's friend.
I don't know.
Taylor Holt.
Oh, I remember that guy. Yeah.
I think he was friends with Taylor Holt.
Yeah.
Thinking back.
There were some in the
All right, now we've doxed everyone.
I know. Well, that's
just names, whatever.
Yeah, what does that do? Nothing really, right?
I feel like those are pretty common names too. Except for Mike is Bicky.
Mike is Bicky, yeah.
You're really a cool guy. I like him.
The name sounds familiar.
Yeah.
But your previous record carries over. With that, our tournament.
He got me. I think his dad worked at like, or he knew someone that worked at like Texas Instruments, and like he got the TI-83 for cheap. So like.
They still use that. TI-83 is still used, I think, right?
Yeah, it's because it's like super standardized.
Trusting Ziggy was the right decision.
So schools are like sort of like they build their curriculum around it, and
do they still cost like $100?
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
And you can get a cell phone for the same price? Like, that just seems crazy to me. Like, how's that?
Right.
How does that make sense? Cell phones do so much more. Yeah.
Mark allows it. You know, under socialism, we would just tell the company that we need more TI-83s, and they just keep making them. We should just allocate resources there.
We need more TI-83s now.
Company would be like, oh shit, well I guess we'll make more. And all of society's resources would go into fucking making TI-83s still.
Yeah, 89s.
Those are like you don't need all that shit.
You could program on those ones, right? Yeah.
What was that?
You could program on those ones, right?
You
83.
program all of them. The TI-83 was programmable in BASIC and stuff, and they had you can like I know that it had like assembler. You could like compile programs to it, but it also had BASIC. BASIC is the one with like the text. It just like has text on the calculator and it executes the text basically.
I see.
That's what God, what was that game? Is it Drug Wars or something?
Oh yeah, Drug Wars.
Drug Wars was written in BASIC, so it was like you could open it up and it was a bunch of text.
Forgot about Drug Wars. That thing was popular. Did you have a cell phone in high school? You did probably, right?
I was pretty late on cell phones, and
I got
was
mine
really late on smartphones.
Got my cell phone, I think my first cell phone was my junior year.
Even when I got my first smartphone, I was like, what the fuck do I do with it? Like, what apps? Like, what? I didn't need any apps yesterday. Like, what do I need now? Like, I wasn't waiting on.
Yeah.
I know what you mean, but when he talked about the outbreak,
I'm all up in there, but
I got in smartphones early, but then I stopped for a long time. I got the first Google phone, and then I stopped using it, and I went back to BlackBerry for a while.
That's crazy.
Gotta get back to my post.
Because it was just cheaper and easier to use at the time.
Night Thrash.
And it didn't break like the G1 broke. Got slow.
Mm.
And then I got back into the smartphones like 2 years ago again.
Han still staying
When I got
here?
my Note.
Huh?
That sounds like instruction.
Oh, you have a note? That's awesome.
No, I don't have a note anymore.
Visit until my final
okay.
match.
I had a Note 4 that I bought from Yuki, and then I upgraded last year to a Xiaomi Mi A2 Chinese Pixel knockoff, which was $200 and has nearly the stats of a Pixel.
That's awesome.
It's just like a fourth of the price.
Yeah.
It's a really good phone. It's really, really good for the price.
I know there's like a lot of good Chinese knockoffs for different products now.
Xiaomi. It's not even a knockoff. It just has like the features. It even has some features on it are better. It has a better camera, I think, than the Pixel. It has a dual. I have a dual camera.
Source, man.
Yeah, right.
China's
It has
the
a.
source of this camera.
Yeah, mine has a dual camera. I think the Pixel only has a single camera. So mine can make those portrait settings look really cool by using the dual camera. So one camera focuses one thing and the other camera focuses a different thing, so you can look pretty cool.
See, in my head, I'm thinking of the politics of all this. In my head, I'm constantly making it a politics stream.
The Xiaomi Chinese.
No, man, it's like what China's gonna do in the next like 50 years in our lifetimes is gonna be crazy.
Good morning.
Yeah, probably,
They're in
huh?
such a good position.
Are they doing well?
That occurred last night.
I mean, like, their economy is really weird right now. I think
They have,
there's,
like,
some really sketchy shit that went on, and they have to like do a lot of corrections for that.
And they have like, aren't they like a hybrid of communism and capitalism? Government's communism, but like on the individual like city and state level, I think it's capitalism, right?
So like, I haven't gotten any indication that there's anything actual communistic going on there. Like,
aren't they
maybe, like,
openly
under, like,
communist?
the American definition of communism, where it's like the state control stuff, then they have that.
Are they not openly communist?
No, they are very openly communist.
Yeah, okay, I thought so. Yeah.
Yeah, they say that they're communist, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like,
It's
what's it?
Democratic
Beijing.
People's Republic of North Korea, or of Korea, also says that they're democratic, right?
What's their capital?
Doesn't mean that
Is
they're
it Beijing?
democratic.
What's their capital? I can't think of it right now. I'm being an idiot.
Wait,
Capital of China. Not Beijing, right?
isn't it? It is Beijing.
Is it Beijing? Am I right? Am I
Yeah.
not? Okay.
Beijing, yeah.
Isn't it like they run Beijing like capitalism? I've heard.
No, you're thinking of like, well, they run a lot of things like capitalism, right? Like obviously they engage in capitalism, and they
Like on
have
a world level, they're capitalist, but on a state level, they're not. I guess.
They still have like, other than like the fact that it's hard to start businesses and stuff. As far as I know, it's like it's pretty like pretty much just capitalism over there.
Right, because it's not like everyone's getting paid the same, right?
Yeah, but getting paid the same isn't
Necessarily
isn't
the
really socialism either. Like you
Oh,
can get paid different.
yeah.
Yeah.
We're saying
under-
communism, right?
Even under communism, you get paid the same under communism, but it's not like you just don't get paid at all under communism.
I see.
You just like
You're just given things.
Luxuries and stuff are distributed.
Got it.
There's like it's communism doesn't like it doesn't have like absolute equality as an objective or anything. It's
Right.
more like think of it more like oh, your community produces like all this stuff, like, well, we need all this stuff from somewhere else, and then like you just decide democratically, and you have like you have different groups and like different organizations at different levels that are like basically deciding, and people are voting in, like average citizens are voting in and stuff to decide how resources are allocated. So it's the stuff that like capital does now, like someone like an investment capitalist, right? Will be like, oh, I want this business to start over there, I want this to start over there. You just replace that with democracy instead. That's what communism is. And then like ultimately you get rid of money under most of these things, but like
How do people they just like given their what they need?
What was that?
How do you like live? Do you just given what you need to live with?
Yeah, so you're given what you need to live with, and then like presumably you have some way. So like everything. That's the problem with socialism, right?
What
And
sounds
that's my
bad
problem
about
with
that is just the lack of choice, right?
No, you still have choice. Like you'd still like submit whatever you want. Like so, I mean, like presumably, if you were in like a wealthy society where people could be trusted, then you would just go to somewhere like a store and you just take what you needed.
I see.
But if like tragedy of the commons was an issue, then you'd have ways of mitigating that.
Well, couldn't you like? Is that what someone who abuses it? Is that what that is?
Yeah. Tragedy of the commons.
Like someone who just took everything from a store, like go in there and take everything.
Yeah, but I mean, like, why would you, right? Like, what would be
I
Like,
don't,
one,
people
you
people are
socialize
hoarders
with
though. That's the thing, right?
What was it?
People are like a lot of people hoard things. I feel
I
like.
think that you'd have to have like, so you'd first determine if trying to mitigate that was worth it, because it might not be, right? Like if you have like 0.01% of the population are weird hoarder people, like it might not even be worth policing that. It might be worth just letting that go.
Right. Also, I feel like that would die down over the long term probably too, because a lot of that's just because people have been taught to do that kind of.
Like your status is so much attached to how much you have.
Well, not just that. It's like in order to like you're always encouraged. Yeah, just to survive, right? Like.
Yeah, save as much as you can. all
Yeah,
that kind of stuff,
exactly.
right? Yeah, so I think that like there's a lot of ways of doing it, which is like part of the problem with socialism right now is that there's too many ways of doing it, and like people don't. The only people that really agree on a way of doing things is like the Marxist-Leninists, which are basically the people that like think Stalin did nothing wrong.
I see.
And like that's not where most socialists want to head, but then like most socialists don't really know exactly what they want those systems to look like. And when you try to talk about it, like you get called like a utopian socialist because you're trying to like prescribe how socialism has to be, and it's I don't know, it's a big mess. But so those are my problems with socialism.
All messed up.
Yeah. But like I mean like I don't know, the DSA is pretty great, honestly. Like they don't claim to have all the answers or anything, but they still do good work in the US.
Who's the DSA?
Helping communities and like try to move politics like more left and stuff like that.
Who's the DSA?
That's the Democratic Socialists of America.
Ah, I see.
That's like the Bernie Sanders party.
Got it.
And Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez.
I see.
don't know
It's
how
like
involved she actually was though.
It's the socialists who want to be accepted.
Yeah,
In the mainstream. Have a chance at least, right? Makes sense.
Yeah, exactly. I wouldn't say the motivation is to be accepted. It's more just like,
well,
it's more like trying to unite socialists. If any, yeah, because there's like a lot of socialist ideologies, so they try to like bring them together.
I heard the Bernie thing that Fox put on was actually pretty good.
From the clips I saw, it was, yeah.
I heard they didn't trap him or anything really.
Yeah, it seemed pretty good to me, honestly. I didn't watch the whole thing, so.
I saw a little bit because my dad was watching it.
There was a poll that had. There was a Fox News poll, and I can't find it now, but there was a Fox News poll that had Bernie Sanders above Trump.
A Fox poll?
For the next election, yeah.
Wow.
I think they scraped that one down.
Seems so risky to put polls on your website if you're like gonna do that, right?
I think this was like a viewer poll. I think this was like they called people and stuff. I don't know if this was an online poll. I should look it up though. I don't know. Well, I did actually look it up and I couldn't find it, so whatever. Lost the time.
My only complaint in this game is that you don't know what you're gonna have to cook before you cook, and you have to pick the different ovens to take with you. But then if you lose, it lets you re-pick the ovens again, so it's like almost worth it to lose just to get to see what everything is. I don't even know.
Not a streamlined GUI.
No, I don't know. Yeah. Maybe I'm just missing something. So this can get rid of poison and bone, and this can get repair fragile. I think I want the poison and bone one.
I embalm them with a technique I learned from my father.
It's exquisite. They don't look a day decayed. Perfect. Hey there, Mina Flan. You wouldn't notice at first glance, but this place is a top-notch museum of monster history.
I've been wanting to watch Yakitate again. Did you watch Yakitate? I think you did.
This girl.
Only a little bit. I didn't get like into it.
That was one of my favorites.
Hunting job,
Yeah.
aren't you?
What have I watched? I watched like One Punch Man, obviously.
Oh yeah, did you watch the second episode? Yeah, you did.
Yeah, it was really
yeah, so good. That's right. We talked about it.
Not chip or scratch on it, see?
King comes in the room. King.
Yeah. King's awesome. I read the manga a little bit past where we're at, and King's pretty cool. I like King.
I'm assuming he actually becomes a hero.
I haven't got that far. I doubt it though, honestly. I feel like he's just gonna always be under He's just gonna take credit for everything that Saitama does, probably.
Because
Or-
Saitama was like, you could train, so it's kind of like.
Oh yeah, maybe Saitama will train him. Maybe. I didn't get that far though. To know.
Is Saitama actually good at training people? Like, I don't know.
Well, he never actually has trained anyone, so.
Right.
Well, Genos learns from him just by watching.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I don't think he's good at. He's not good at training people because he says the way he got strong was just by doing push-ups and sit-ups.
That he does fight Genos though.
Yeah, they train a little bit, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Genos
they
is
do
super
it.
strong too, so.
Right.
Genos might be my favorite character.
Dude, Genos is awesome.
He is.
I think like the juxtaposition of Genos with One Punch
Right.
Man, where Genos is like the foil, like works really well, and
Right.
it makes him much more likable too.
Yeah.
Because if it was like just Genos, then it would just be like another.
Oh yeah,
whatever.
it couldn't just be Genos because then it wouldn't be unique anymore, right? It'd just be a
Right.
shonen anime.
I wonder what they'd say.
I wonder what they're gonna do with the Blizzard girl though.
She's so evil. I'm like. her
She is
path
pretty
to
evil.
redemption was so short. I don't know.
She didn't really get redeemed though. Did she?
I mean, they're just sitting in the apartment talking to each other, and like clearly she was capable of murdering people.
That's right. She literally wanted to kill Saitama.
Like that means she's probably killed other heroes and stuff. Like
Most
are they-
likely. Yeah. Maybe they'll address that.
Her and her eyelash curling guy and the.
The eyelash, that were my favorite. Yeah. That's so funny.
Ready to get back to work?
Glad to hear it. I need all
Those eyelash curlers hurt too. I've tried to use one time just to see.
I'm sure, yeah.
Like, why do people do this?
Perfect timing. The rush is
Oh, it's the minigame, the concentration minigame.
Thanks.
Oh, they're giving me easy ones.
Mm.
I need a red. What? Oh, I need another red. No! I fucked that one over. I can't even do anything to that one, I don't think. Alright, got that one.
Oh, thank you, dearie.
Blue, red.
Uh-oh.
Green, blue. Green, blue. Got it.
Oh, excellent.
3 greens, 3 red.
Oh, wait.
Someone's just not gonna get their food ever. Did you play Overcooked ever?
Yeah. I actually played it like a couple days ago.
Fun game. I figured that'd be one of those games that you guys might have.
Yeah, my housemate got it.
It's stressful, but it's fun.
Yeah, it's really stressful, and like there's like certain personality types that don't like do very well with it.
No, yeah, for sure.
I'm not gonna call out anybody in real life, but
Who might be watching?
people get stressed, and like they need like other people to be doing the right thing, you know.
Nothing beats the social games though for that.
Yeah.
Like Resistance and stuff.
Oh, for sure. Oh my god. I remember Dan walking out and stuff.
I got really heated one time, I remember.
Yeah.
Because Lee, like, we were both the fucking spies, and he, like, threw the game. It's like, why?
Yeah.
Why? Failed? Why did you fail the mission? It's so stressful to be the fucking spy. It's like you just want it to be over.
I won a game recently where we double failed a mission that we didn't have to.
Catch your breath. Then make
What do you mean?
In Resistance.
How do you double fail when you didn't have to?
I was the spy and someone else was the spy, and we both put the fail card down. We only needed one.
Oh, I see. I see. So you identified with you guys as a spy then?
Yeah.
So it was like the first mission?
No, it was a 3-player mission though. I still deflected it from me.
Nice.
Yeah. That's pretty funny.
Okay, I feel like I'm okay at those games, but they stress me out.
Yeah. Definitely.
Mafia seems worse because since someone dies every turn.
Yeah.
It's like people don't get to play the whole game. That's frustrating.
Yeah, that's definitely the advantage of Resistance. It makes it more dramatic though. I kind of like the death aspect sometimes.
I think it's cooler from a perspective, like from a watching perspective, but it's from a playing perspective. It's really annoying if you get out the first night, especially if you're into the game.
Yeah, that's true.
And
Especially if there's some random shit.
the better you are, the more likely you're gonna get killed the first night too.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
That's the other thing. Like being good at something, those games, like Catan and those games, being good at those games can fuck you over.
Interesting, yeah.
Like when I was watching the Smash players play it, they'd always kill the same people always the first turns because it was the people who were good at the game, or it was the people who could like lead a crowd well, right?
Yeah.
And you want to get rid of the influencing people who are good at like convincing people. Like Dan. Dan would be one I feel like would be a good one to kill first.
Yeah, no, strategically, like, especially if you're the bad guy, just like, oh my god, get rid of him, because he's gonna lead it.
Yeah, unless he's on your team, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And the glory of Victusia.
That makes it suspicious if you don't kill him, though.
It does. But
although
a lot of times there's multiple people who might be good, though, so it could just... That's how it was at the Smash, anyway. Like, they would always kill the same 2 or 3 people who were, like, considered the good players.
Yeah.
And they were always ultra frustrated, too, because they were the ones who were most wanting to play, right?
I bet, but, like, that's what they get, man, for being good.
Yeah.
They should have thought about it.
One of them, his girlfriend... one of them, he was a spy, and his girlfriend was playing with him, and the girlfriend just was gonna shoot him no matter what, even if he wasn't a spy. But he was. So it made the game like super confusing. No one could figure.
Did he get it like legit mad or no?
He did. So like it's funny because I looked at the tweets right afterwards.
Yeah.
Because he was tweeting about it. They couldn't talk to the team because the game was still going on. And yeah, he was legitly like tilted at first. and then she didn't know how to play the game right, so it actually ended up being a good for the spies because it threw everybody off. So no one thought that right people were the spies because of it. So it ended up working out. The spies.
Like the wild card play.
Yeah, it was like a wild card play. And she didn't know she could reveal her role. She thought she wasn't allowed to, because she was the vigilante. So since she never revealed her role, it was really confusing for everybody. Everybody thought everybody was lying, and it just ended up, yeah.
She's our first contestant in the history of the tournament to use a team name. The Teetotalers.
Dude, I need these basic bitch ports. I need the basic bitch slimes.
If I go to Smash streams or Smash tournaments, do you think I can stream them?
I would just ask the event organizers.
Like you could, I wonder.
Yeah, just ask the event organizers.
I mean, it would just be stream it from my phone. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Not like not connected to their systems or anything.
Right.
The last tournament I went to is so funny. Like, I was at the tournament, and they have like a stream section, like only certain people get to play on stream, depending on what game it is or whatever. But there's no commentators in the whole building. But I went to the stream on my phone while I was there, and they have people commentating. So literally, there's like 2 guys in a room in some state somewhere, not in California, commentating on these matches that are going live in California. It's so weird.
Now that these hopefuls have restored balance in the face of a blight.
And since I guess there's a lot of esports arenas around, so after when one match ends, it would play another match from a different esports arena from some other place. So they're just constantly. It's like a constant stream of having to commentate things.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Thought it was so weird.
Rely on your intuition to determine how.
It's like, where are they? Like I don't see them anywhere in here. And then some guy told me that they were just like they're in some room, some random place, watching the stream and commentating on it.
So weird.
And then I just picture like some dudes in like in a room for 20 hours having to commentate straight for 20 hours, like torture, you know?
Among the
yeah.
populace was the succulent Cragmore.
feel like there's a lot of pressure if you're a commentator.
Oh yeah, huge.
Cragmore.
Vive la Brigade!
Oh, new area. I haven't seen this zone yet. I need to find Cragmores. I don't... Fuck are Cragmores? Ow. Hydra neck. None of these look like Cragmores. Cragmore. Oh, there's one. I think I'll beat the game next time I play, not this time. Because I think I have 2 chapters left still. Well, there's the snapping. The snapping is happening that you were talking about.
Snapping?
Yeah, you said there's like, it sounds like someone was snapping on my stream, remember? Happening again.
It was when you were just cooking earlier. There was like one guy that would snap their fingers or something.
Definitely, I hear it right now. Like the claws on those.
Probably the same sound effect, why not?
Might be. Get more ingredients before we... I guess I could do a political stream, but I'd have to just be the one that people are talking to and not actually like giving an opinion. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's an easy way to get fucking fascists on the stream though, man. I don't know.
Well, yeah, you could, I guess, huh?
No, it's just like they just creep in that way.
They creep in because they... Wait, why?
Because it's like they'll creep in anywhere that you have a platform, right? It's like fucking Joe Rogan taking Jordan Peterson on and stuff.
I see. Where does Joe Rogan lie?
He's a fucking centrist, but like I'm not calling any of like those people fascists or anything. Like he will platform people who are like...
Right, he'll give them a chance. That's what you're saying.
Yeah,
yeah, kind of.
Like, you know, he's like neutral, so it's like...
Yeah, so he'll give them
from
a
his
shot.
perspective.
Yeah. That makes sense, yeah. I could see that, I guess.
Right. And like, there's like some part of me that's okay with it, because it's like, this is what society is right now. And so like, if you're a show that has like, let's just see what society is right now on it, basically, then like that's part of it, right? Is that narrative, and so it makes sense to have that. But
and it also looks bad if you don't. I feel like show all the sides sometimes.
Like I get that it would look bad to like normies, but they're wrong, right? I mean, I don't know.
It depends, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. The problem is that you're like driving, it drives the narrative
right
further in those directions.
Even if you are balancing it with other things, you think?
Well, that's where I'm sympathetic to it. Is like society just hasn't figured this shit out yet, right? And so like you're basically just going to be having different slices of the narrative on the show, and some of those slices are going to be problematic, but you're still... It's not even... I'm not even like talking about like free speech or anything like that, but like just as a... Well, your job isn't to... your job isn't to know the political ideologies necessarily. Your job is to like take on to your whatever, Joe Rogan, I guess, is a podcast, right?
Yeah, Joe Rogan's podcast.
Your job is to take society and like into your podcast and all the different opinions that society has. And unfortunately, like we have some pretty like alt-right shit right now. And like Jordan Peterson is alt-right, but he's not like quite to the same degree as some people. But
he seems more coherent at least. But I think that's his thing, right?
yeah. Peter, he's really I would actually say that he's quite charismatic in a lot of ways.
He definitely is. Definitely.
Yeah, not in like a
traditional sense, I think, but
not in like he's nice, but like in a
there's something magnetic about him.
Right.
Yeah. He just seems really like smart and put together. I think that's what it is.
Yeah, he can make you seem stupid even if like he has no idea what he's talking about.
Right. H3 had him on their podcast. I was surprised.
Dude, H3 is problematic as fuck too.
A lot of people complain about H3.
Yeah, H3 is like another one of those guys that's gonna like, let's bring Jordan Peterson on, let's bring on this 20-year-old fascist guy. It's like, oh my god.
He had what was that guy who went to jail? Scarelli. He had Scarelli. No, no, I'm not saying it was bad. It was hilarious.
Yeah.
He like, I'm pretty sure him in the podcast was used in his court case because he like admitted to everything on the podcast. It was really funny.
No, I'm not even like. It's kind of weird, but I don't really hate Scully. I don't know.
I don't hate him, but
yeah,
he's just dumb.
Like,
I think he's just.
Yeah, it was kind of dumb of him.
I think he was just stupid, but bragging about it and stuff was stupid.
I feel like he just has like. Yeah, I feel like there's just his personality is so strong in that way that like he can't help it almost.
Yeah.
I don't want to like take control. Like, what do you call it? I don't want to say that this was like completely out of his control or something, but
he was pretty proud of it. It seemed like.
Yeah.
When you watch him on the H3 podcast, he was like really proud of it. You could tell. Like he was literally just like bragging pretty much the whole podcast.
Yeah.
It was really funny, actually.
I think actually, like in a way, Scully is a lot less problematic than a lot of other like CEOs and like investor people that people have on interviews.
I think so too. I think he was kind of trying to like out everyone, but it just backfired on him, kind of.
Yeah.
That's kind of what it looked like.
It's almost like he's so the villain that like, and he's so forward and honest about how shit it is. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like it kind of makes it not as bad. If I don't know. If people were like, "Oh, Scully is right about everything. We need to be more like Scully," then I would say that he's problematic again. But like, I don't think anyone's doing that, right?
No,
And
most people think he's dumb.
Yeah,
it seems like.
Normies definitely like fucking hate him, right? Like they're like,
Yeah.
he's like Hitler to them.
Yeah. I think he's just funny. The whole thing was really funny.
That's exactly it, though, right? And that's why he's like not as problematic, is because like to somebody like just the average person, right? They see him as this is the problem with society, but he's not, right? He's not the problem with society. If it wasn't Scully doing it and being like a piece of shit,
That's like what he says too. Is what's funny. Yeah.
If it wasn't him acting like a piece of shit, it would be somebody acting really, really nice and with some thought out arguments about why it has to be the way it is. Meanwhile, they do the exact same shit or far, far, far worse.
Yeah.
And everyone would be like, "Oh, that person's such an entrepreneur. They're so nice. You know, they're like, they really like pull themselves up by their own bootstraps, and they're such like a job creator and all this shit, like all this ideology, right?" At least with the Scully, you don't get all that.
He seemed like he was trying to out people, but it just kind of like backfired. That's kind of what it. Like he seems like he was trying to do like kind of what you said, like bring a light to like what CEOs do.
Oh yeah.
Because that's like a lot what he said like on the podcast, right? But
yeah, like you think the shit he did was shady? Like it really wasn't like that.
No, exactly. Yeah, and that's kind of what he was saying too. Is what's funny.
Right.
Yeah.
Like the drug price raising thing was true, but it was more complicated than people made it out to be.
Right.
Like people that couldn't afford it could get the drug for free. I think it was literally just the insurance companies that were getting charged the price. I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know if this is like fucking. I'm just repeating fucking demon Scully capitalist ideology or not, but I don't know. I find that believable enough.
It's so funny though. He went on the podcast and it was like a week later they brought him back to jail again.
Maybe he knew it was coming anyway.
He might have. Yeah, it was pretty funny though.
Because his stuff wasn't on like raising drug prices. His stuff was on his like actual crime was about like misrepresenting stuff to investors.
Right.
So like he said that he was going to be investing X, Y, and Z, and then he did something like weird instead.
I want to find that link again. It's pretty. That podcast was pretty funny.
And so like if you have somebody like Joe Rogan over analyzing, and meanwhile not even like having the political like knowledge to know, then like, you'd never have Scully on the show, right? And
Right.
And that would be kind of a detriment. So I don't know. I mean, like I can kind of like.
I feel like you need people like the centralists though to like.
Yeah.
Convert both sides, right? Like.
I don't know, man. Like if you didn't have any of those people platforming any of these, then like we might be okay too.
But don't you think like.
The average person is so fucking stupid that like.
Somebody.
You could probably get away with it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like, well, since like the far left's not gonna listen to the far right, and the far right's not gonna listen to the far left, so I feel like you need people like in the middle to try to convert each side, depending on.
But if the far right didn't have a platform, right? Then like.
Yeah, but you can't get rid of their platform.
No, I mean like if nobody gave them a platform, right? Like
besides themselves,
stuff like that.
Right.
Then like it might not be as big of a problem either.
That's true.
Because the average person then just wouldn't be exposed to it, and they'd be like, oh, I guess this is right instead.
Yeah, but you can't. That's not a good way, I think, to like hide stuff like that. Even though I know it's not. I don't know.
I don't know, man. I think that like you can kind of like it's like a biblical thing, right? Like you like lead people into sin or lead them away from sin. I think people like don't. People aren't these islands of like of logic that like they like to make themselves think that they are, right? People are really like just subject to the shit that they take in.
Right.
And that goes for me too. Like I'm not saying that I'm
no,
not
yeah.
at all, but I don't know. Actually, I think I will be a little bit arrogant and say that like I'm a little bit. I've believed some pretty fucking stupid things in my life though too. So I don't know. Maybe it's like different stages of life.
Yeah.
Well.
Things
but
change.
There's like an argument to be made also. Like, I guess you could make the argument that if you don't expose people to these ideas and you just expose them to the ideas that you want, then like it's almost like they haven't been like vaccinated against the bad ideas, right? So, like,
yeah.
The bad ideas will come in later, and someone will make it sound good, and people are like, oh, I don't know. I guess that sounds good. So.
They could get bitter too that they weren't shown other stuff before.
Only if things aren't working for some other reason, though.
True.
Like if you have an economic downturn or something. Yeah.
I feel like anytime you feel like something's hidden from you, you just get naturally you want to be against it.
But I don't know if it's like hiding things from people. It's more like this person's a Nazi. Let's not have them on.
Yeah. But yeah, I know.
Like this person literally wants to like their ultimate goal is to like.
That's like a whole.
That's like a free. Right? And there's like people in the mainstream that are like that. Like they'll say things like peaceful ethnic cleansing or peaceful. God, what was the word they used? This was fucking Richard Spencer, who's like a white nationalist. Richard Spencer. Peaceful. Yeah, that's literally what he said. He said peaceful ethnic cleansing. What does that even mean? How do you like these people are already in the United States. People of different ethnicities are already here.
Yeah, so, like, I don't know what that means.
What's the peaceful there?
Yeah, I don't know.
So like this is the kind of thing I'm talking about. Like, do you platform this person? Like
that becomes a free speech issue then, right? Like
it
becomes like a free speech issue, right?
Yeah, but like it's not like so there's different levels of free speech. I'll like give that free speech is more than just the government, but like if we're talking about like just the law itself, right? And then there's just the government and what's allowed or not. So if YouTube says I don't want to have this kind of speech on their platform, then that's probably a net benefit to society, right? It's probably a net benefit to society not to have Richard Spencer on your platform.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, like, yeah. I would have used to think that, like, you just want to let the marketplace of ideas play out, right?
Yeah, that's kind of how I feel a little bit.
But I feel like the marketplace of ideas gave us Trump, you know?
Yeah, but if that's how it goes, then, I mean,
But like, that's materially causing like. So what do you? It's like, what are you trying to optimize, right? If you want society to not be shit, then you might need to like not allow that kind of platforming.
Yeah, but apparently half the Americans don't think that's shit, though. You know what I mean? Half the people don't agree, though. That's the problem.
Yeah, but would they have if there was no Fox News? Probably not. Right?
I don't know. I don't think Fox News necessarily did it. Yeah, but there's gonna be. You have to have both sides, right?
I don't think it's a both sides thing. I think like it's like
there's gonna be a Republican news broadcast, like.
There shouldn't be any more Republicans.
I mean, that's not gonna happen.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, so we're thinking of things that like can actually happen. I don't know. It feels so. The argument there would be, it's not just about both sides, right? Like, the Republican base wouldn't exist without Fox News, which is just like basically propagating corporate interests and stuff like that. And so there's not actually value in having both sides. And so like by deplatforming that side, then you're actually just causing like a net good in society and for people to actually be less dumb. Essentially, that's the argument. I think.
I mean, I agree, but I just don't think people would cool with that.
I don't know, man. I don't think the average person would really care, one way or the other. But people who do care, I don't know. I think that's the debate that's playing out right now. Is like whether or not it makes sense to the platform.
It just sounds really like squishy territory to like not allow people to.
Well, it's not like you're doing it at the government level, right?
Yeah.
Although I'm sure many people would make the argument that you should. But you're doing it at like the. Well, I don't know how you get rid of Fox News because it's just capitalism, right?
Yeah.
Fox News exists because it's profitable.
If Fox News was gone, there would be another one. Like.
No, I mean I don't necessarily agree with that, but like.
You don't think so?
No.
There'd be another Republican news.
Well, I mean, like, so, like, yeah, there would be, but
there'd have to be.
I'm not talking about like destroying Fox News. I don't know what that would even entail or mean right now, but like,
right.
If for whatever reason, like, let's say Fox News just like wasn't popular anymore or something, right? Like, I don't know.
I wonder how popular are they?
Insanely popular.
I guess that makes sense. Yeah, it's all my dad watches, pretty much.
I'm pretty sure like Fox News is the most watched news.
Is it really?
I think so.
Crazy.
Let's see, most watched news network. Let's say like 24-hour news network. Because like there's a lot of like Fox affiliates that aren't really like they're not like super conservative. Well. Maybe in some way. News gets like a feed from central sources and stuff, which can be super right leaning, but they're not like 24-hour Fox News is right leaning. Yeah, Fox News is the most watched news network.
That's great. Well, I guess that makes sense because since Republicans are in charge.
It was before that though too. I think it's like they're able to put on the best performance in a way, and like they're giving people. What people want to hear. They're giving people explanations for why things are bad too, that are like really nice to hear for people. Like really easy to blame out groups and stuff like that. So I think it's popular for that reason as well.
Yeah, that makes sense. I fucked that game up, but I actually beat her. What the hell? I gave the wrong dish to the wrong person.
This is actually my... Here. I want you to have this, Mina. You're my best friend now.
You're my best friend now because we beat you in a... The person just said I'm her best friend because we beat her in a cooking battle. The end of the chapter because I want to end it if it is.
It's fair.
Nope, chapter's still going. How long have I been streaming? 2.5 hours?
Huh.
What time is it? Only 1:30?
Big day?
You have no idea. Today made me wonder if I can really do this. Get into the brigade and stop the blight? Maybe...
For you? Look, I whittled this from some spare kindling in my room. I thought you deserved a good luck charm between tournament battles and secret meetings.
Simon's bear carving. Bear carving Simon made for you. He tries to be smooth about it, but look, it took him hours. This guy's friend zoned.
Honestly,
that makes
by our main character, I think.
That's hilarious.
Flower duty calls.
perfect timing once again.
Oh, and Mina?
Yeah?
Don't forget to win.
You got it.
Gambate.
Bad day.
Alright, I think I'm gonna end the stream. I'm gonna raid Rogue, I think.
Nice.
Can I save? How do I save?
When's my prime up? I got a primer again.
That's what she said.
Let's see.
Alright.
Eight days.
Make sure she's streaming.
It's kind of cool you already have connections with some streamers.
Yeah, it's definitely seems like it's worth it to do that.
Yeah.
I just got
mean,
lucky.
You know, it's just like a relationship or whatever, but
yeah.
It can
Kinda
be hard to
just-
get those sometimes.
For sure. I just kind of fell into it.
That's awesome.
Got lucky. What is her name? X Rogue. XRO underscore TV. There it goes. Alright. I'll see you later, Alex.
Alright, see you, man.
I'll talk to you online.